Hello, welcome guys. In this section, we are going to discuss about collections in Postman. What are collections in Postman? A collection is a group of saved requests and it helps in organizing APIs by feature, module, or workflow. It's useful for collaboration, automation, and documentation. And collection level variables. Define reusable variables like base URL, token, etc. And syntax for declaring variable is so accessing the variable is open curly braces, double curly braces, and variable name, and close the curly braces. And if you define a variable in collection level and it's access across all requests in the collection level. Okay. So can switch to the Postman, and I'm taking the API for testing is REQ RES. Okay. So I'm going to create a new collection for that create a new collection, click on blank collection. So it will create a collection and rename into, now I rename into regression collection. So you can give any name based on your needs. So I rewrite or rename into regression collection, and I quickly add two requests within that. Okay, so I am going to take this register successful API. So copy this link address and create a new request within that collection. Rename the request into register. It's the URL. Okay, change the type into post, and there will be a body part, body of the request. Copy that and go to body. Here, paste that one. Okay, and save your request. Same way, I am creating another request. Is login. And see the request for log. It's this one. So copy the URL and paste over here. Change the post. Go to there and copy the body request and paste over the row. So we have created two API request within that collection, that is regression collection. So register and login, these are the API for regression testing point of view I have taken. Okay, so we can see in registering collection, you can see, click on that, you can see different features, that is both we can define over collection level, so it's applicable to within the request within that collection. These two requests are there, so it is applicable to these two. So we can define, if your application the API having the bearer token, so you can define here, so no need to define on each request of within the collection. Okay, so we can define this the bearer token here, so it will applicable to both the request like register and login. Okay, so now this API having no authorization, so I'm no auth. Okay, so if you having script, you need to define in pre-request. If you run before running the request in within the collection, you can define the script here. For post request also we can define, so it will applicable within the request. Okay, and coming to variable, we can declare the variable, so it can be applicable within the collection request. So we can run the API the collection, so it will run the all the APIs within the collections. We can see that. Okay, so see that, so for that I just run the request and getting the missing API key. So in previous video I have added the authorization for that, so I will add the authorization here, that for getting it here. So we need to add this in head, so add this in header. save. Also for login also you need to add this. So our request is ready for run. And another checking I going to run. So we can check each one of the request register. So we can check it's getting 200 and getting ID and token, and checking the login that it is working. Yes, it is working, and 200. So I can add script here for each request. Other than this, I have adding request in collection level, script in collection level. That snippet to check this, click on that, so it will populated. So you need to write this script. It will auto generate. Go to snippet status code. So here 200 is the status for both the response. So we can define here and save the collection and run. You run here, if you can see on test result, you can see the script is working. Status code is 200. We had defined in collection level, so it is working. Also login also you can see that is what is 200. So this working, we only declare in collection level, so its script is working. Another one, I am taking a declaring a variable. So I am copying the base URL and go to the regression collection, go to variables tab, and I'm declaring a new variable base URL. Okay, and you need to give the value in current value. Okay, and save. So we can use this variable instead of the complete the fixed value. So I remove and open the curly braces. You can see the base URL here. Click on that. So it's calling the variable. So getting the URL. Okay. In collection level we have saved. Same way you can modify the request in token. Okay. Save. Control S save. Here also we have declared the variable, and we can run the request. What we getting to run here? So it is working. We getting the response. Okay. So we have declared the variable in collection level. So one more feature is there for collection, that is run. We can run our request within the collection single. Run collection. Click on run collection. So runner window will be open. So you can run manually. You can give multiple iteration. If you want to run 2 times, you can give 2 likewise. So right now I giving one value and run your regression collection. So it will run our the collection. You can see here 2 APIs within the collection, both are run, and the environment is none. There is no environment we set, and iteration is 1, and the duration, the old test number of tests is 2, and average response time is 529 milliseconds. You can see both tests are passed, and green color icon also you can see. Okay, so in single click the run of within the collection request will be take place. Okay, we can run again. If you click here, it will run again. Okay, so then the different features are, you can see a 3 dots in collection. So click on that. You can add the request, add folder, run, share, copy link, move, rename, duplicate, delete your collection. Okay, more actions you can see here. Okay, then you can, another feature is you creating a new collection. Okay, you having multiple collections you have. Okay, so you need to move your regression collection on top position. So you can see a star icon, click on that, so it will move to top. Okay, you check it's back to normal position. So if you want anything to move to bottom, sorry, top, you can click here. You are top. So collection is for adding your request in structured way, so you can arrange your request within that collection, so it is easy to handle. Multiple features we have seen here. Okay, okay, it's all about in this section. Thank you.